Right. I have had an unbelievably long and shitty day today, and I would really just like all of this to work so I can determine whether or not I should care about this game for the foreseeable future. I would have liked to have done this earlier today. Why is it taking me directly to the accessibility features? Am I gonna have to redo every single fucking setting I did the first time? Looks like. Okay, everything appears to be mostly the same. I haven't tested it out on this new controller yet, so I'm gonna have to determine whether or not everything's fine. Battle Pass is still irritating as all hell. This looks... 20 bucks? Seriously? What the hell? Oh, fuck off! That's like my favorite of one of the extraneous characters, and you're marketing all her shit as a $15 DLC? Go fuck yourself. You bastards. And the unfortunate thing is that I'm probably gonna buy that, because I really like that character a lot. Fuck. I know Daisy appears in, like, the book and a fucking 15-minute Halo short, but she's still really cool and I like her character a lot. God damn it. Man, we're starting this out on a bad note. What? Yeah, okay, great, whatever. What's even happening? This is like the most anemic menu I've ever seen. This is just bizarre. Man, I'm really going into this with like a fucking half-empty mentality, huh? I feel like this game would have been served better by the multiplayer coming out at the same time as the campaign and the whole thing just getting delayed like another 3 months. Probably more. I would have been fine if this came out next year. It's not like it was a fucking launch title. It already got delayed from fucking when it was supposed to be released before. Why not just delay it another year? Huh. Oh, we're literally just picking up right out. Okay, never mind. Fucking, there goes the infinity.
Would you humor me?
That's not the size the infinity was in the previous games. Weird. That animation looks really weird and janky. Like, it's too smooth and unrealistic. It looks like the way that, not Pixar, but there's an animation company that animates their shit very similarly. Is it the guys who made... Is it DreamWorks? That is fucking... Yeah, what the fuck? Oh my god, did he just do... What the... What is happening here? This is so weird. Okay, A, the Master Chief's getting his ass kicked in a Destiny 2 style Metroid-ish make all your goddamn superpowers go away so we can spend the rest of the game reacquiring them. This is happening way too fucking quickly. There's no context for this. This is why in media res is so fucking stupid. I'd rather the story just start when it fucking starts. I can't be the only person who thinks like that. This is their way of getting around the fact that there's been, like, no fucking context for, hey, he looks different. That's weird. He's a lot more kempt than he was in the trailer. Okay, I guess we're scrapping that whole he was fucking in space for however many days or weeks. Because he looks clean-shaven like a Marine's supposed to. Also, this looks a million times worse than that initial reveal trailer. That's probably because I'm not playing this on a Series X, but I don't know. Some of this looks like model detail not being as good, not just the textures and shit. I guess this is supposed to create a bigger contrast between how he looked at the beginning and how he looks later. I don't know. His outfit, or his uniform is slightly different too, I've noticed. But yeah, he definitely looks a lot more kempt right now. Wait, can you say kempt is the alternative to unkempt? You'd assume that if it has the suffix of un, then it can be... Okay, whatever. Anyway, I'm playing this on the special fancy Cortana controller thingy that plays the weird video when you press the home button. It has the strange, alternate Joy-Con thingy majigs. It's weird. I don't know. This is happening at like a mile a minute, this whole intro. I'm very confused. He looks a bit more normal. What's up with his face? Like the actual, the skin texture in his face is much more like rough and harried and everything. I feel like, I guess it's because the idea is like he hasn't bathed in however long, so his like skin's not doing too hot, but it looks like he's been here for months. Like that's way more drastic. His beard looks pretty nice for a guy who apparently doesn't have access to any kind of personal hygiene equipment. Like, his hair is styled, even, which is bizarre, and combed. You'd think it would be, like, a lot more rough, but, I mean, I've seen guys rock that look in real life. I mean, he looks clean. I mean, I guess there isn't a whole lot in the ship other than whatever oils would be on your human skin. Okay, if this is X period of time since this happened, enough that he was able to grow that, shouldn't the Master Chief is like asphyxiated by now? I know his suit runs on a fusion reactor or whatever the fuck, but that doesn't mean he has an infinite supply of oxygen. That was actually one of the fucking things they talked about in the previous games, is that while a Spartan wouldn't initially die from just being flung into space, they will eventually run out of oxygen and suffocate. And he talks about how that would be like the one of the shittiest ways to die in for a Spartan, since they're bred for combat. Who was the fucking Spartan who got flung off during the Fall of Reach when they had the jetpacks on? He later, Oni staged a fucking similar incident for Kurt during the beginning of Ghosts of Onyx to justify why they could abduct him for the Spartan 3 program so they could use him as a trainer. It's like, oh hey, I'm actually in control right now. Cool. Yeah, this doesn't look any better than the, this actually looks worse than the initial reveal trailer. Wait, if he's a pilot, why does he have a fucking marine helmet? Why would he not have, like, a pilot's helmet? He's clearly wearing a different uniform. He's got a compression suit on, although it seems to be missing parts of it. Yeah, here's the look up at the light. Of course. I think I need to change my sensitivity.
Now let's look down. That seems fine. Let's try right. And now left.
I think Halo 5 is the only game in which...
Functions seem to be operational. But it looks like there's a problem with the servos in your hands. Try moving it. Stay calm. You've been out there a while.
I don't think they're servos that are inside the hands. I think it's just the liquid gel thing. Somehow I doubt there are actual mechanical servos inside of his hands. What were those wires connected to?
Easy there, big guy. You're not. Status report. Status report? What? There's something you need to see, Chief.
How did he get me inside the ship without depressurizing this?
We lost. Lost everything. There's nothing left for us here. I don't think Lord here is.
I understand their desire to completely retcon everything that happened in Halo 5.
Not then. Not again. We need to run.
I need a weapon.
Weapon.
Eh.
It's all I've got.
It's enough.
Is this doing the Marvel thing where all the trailers were just straight up lies? Or at least not lies, but definitely deceptive? Hey, sorry about all your shit that's about to get sucked out into space, despite that not being how fucking spaceships work. As soon as the door opened, it should have pretty much instantly depressurized, and there would have been nothing drawing everything out of the goddamn... You know what? I don't even care anymore. Yeah, I'm gonna have to adjust the fucking sensitivity or something. This feels really low. Is this an in-game cutscene? You see, because he had the one bullet because he was gonna kill himself.
It's enough.
So I see. They're powering up a stasis beam. We can't escape.
You work on the batteries. I'll buy us some time.
Not entirely sure why you would have a detachable ammo counter on a weapon. Also, that introduces even more complexity because it has to monitor munitions in a way that's not physically connected to the rest of the gun. At least the part where the bullets actually are, to, you know.
I don't believe it. You made it.
I mean, that seems like the easiest part of this entire process.
Now what?
Why am I thinking of Revenge of the Sith? Yeah, actually, that seems fine.
That stasis beam is active.
Then we shut it down. Stasis beam, weapons, all of it.
Oh yeah, and I just have infinite grapple now.
How will you get back?
They're not even including, like, a reason why the grapple exists other than that vid doc they made. I just sort of have it. This feels like Destiny in a way that I'm not particularly comfortable with. And yeah, oh, I didn't even realize we're fucking playing. Hello. Die. Okay, let's take a look at these grunts. They definitely resemble the older games a lot more in terms of their overall silhouette, but they've still got a lot of that more sleek, new age sort of design to them I'm not entirely comfortable with. I guess it's a better compromise. Texture quality's better than Halo 5's. They appear to be a slight... I can't tell if... Oh. Huh. That's a bit odd. There we go. Sprint. I could probably map that to a different button. And they don't appear to wake up when I'm fucking sprinting, so that's something. I bet there's a bunch of Easter eggs in this that I'm not paying attention to. Oh, hey, some assault rifle ammo. It's obvious that they are... If that claw's on a track, how does it pick up the stuff that's over here? Anyway. Not a lot of corpses in this part of the thing. I guess they have a guy throw them back out into space. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the Banished because they just remind me of the Cabal. And the Cabal is like... I think the Cabal were more interesting to me in Destiny 1 when they were just those assholes who were trying to blow up the fucking Dreadnought. I actually really liked Destiny 1. I was especially good at Sparrow Racing for the tiny period of time that was in the game. I bet if I run into that, it'll kill me. I see they've also fixed the problem of if you fucking punch a grunt in the back while they're sleeping and it breaks the thing, it doesn't wake them up now. It used to in the old games. It was always really frustrating because you'd go around trying to kill them quietly and it would just wake them up because you'd punch them in the back and they'd wake up and they'd start screaming. This is totally a fucking Destiny building. I can feel the Destiny inspiration here. It's probably because of all those fucking Bungie developers. What? What's happening? Why?
I think there might be a way forward up above.
Yeah, I know, dude. I'm just exploring. This game. It's been a whole big. Ew, that's like a gross, not Halo 2 fusion coil. I hate it. I noticed the fucking grab on that is way longer than the multiplayer one. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Because you can't have... Okay. You can't have the, multiplayer Spartans grappling from across the goddamn world, but it doesn't matter in campaign. What? Oh, shut up. I'm trying to reserve my judgment, but this is a kind of weak opening. Because all the previous Halo games were kind of slow burn on their openings, with the exception of Halo 5. They at least gave you a minute to fucking acclimate to what the world state is, whereas there is no world state in this. Everything's just fucked. I think there's something to be said for starting a story in this manner, but I'm not sure if it's a good thing. Also, I guess the Infinity is just dead. I really don't like these voices. They are really annoying. Oh, hey, those weird purple Spec Ops grunts from Halo 2 are back. Although they're wearing those annoying-ass Halo 5 things. Letters that don't make sense. Yeah, these grunt voices are real annoying. I guess that's the brute ship. The grunt voices in Halo 1 and 3 are probably the best versions. The Halo 2 ones are weird to me, and I could never get used to them. Oh, this. Hey, you're wearing a fucking mask now. You weren't in the trailer. Why would you tear open the door on your own spaceship? Also, that thing was sliding in clear defiance of the laws of physics. Oh, that was disappointing. Sorry, Craig. Sorry you died super hard. Hey, he's making that stupid-ass facial expression. Why does this remind me of Saints Row 4? It's probably the stupid gray and red architecture. I hated that in that game, too. Why would they have propaganda for their own forces in this way? They're all mercenary assholes. I find it really hard to believe that with as many Spartan 4s as there are on the Infinity, they were unable to repel a boarding party like that. They were able to fight off enemies that were literally teleporting into the ship out of fucking nowhere. What? Oh, great. This is what we're doing. Okay, man, whatever. This is definitely better than Halo 5, but I'm not even nearly... Because in Halo 5, I was like, oh man, this fucking story is going nowhere. Because the fucking story was just poorly written. This seems like their approach to that is to just have less story. And yeah, the gameplay appears to be better, but there's not a whole fucking lot of it happening. I can't help it, I'm a pessimist. Even if I like something, I have to tear it apart. This reminds me of Bounty Hunter. When you're on the prison part, and you have to do all those jumps across, the various bridges. That part of the game sucks. It's super, super difficult. Bounty Hunter is a hard game in general. I wish when they remastered it, they'd actually given you the ability to fucking invert the looking stick, since it starts on inverted by default. That wasn't even... Okay. I'll have my comments about that later. I noticed they're running me through all the fucking enemy types in sequence, because apparently I can't be trusted to just know how to fight them from the previous times I've played this game. Is this game M-rated? I've got the sneaking suspicion that it's not. Given... Yeah, I'm gonna operate under the assumption that this game is probably not M-rated. Yeah, probably not. Why would you build a spaceship with massive amounts of empty space inside of it? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, God. Of all the fucking games, I was really hoping that Halo wouldn't be one of the ones to adopt the hold to fucking confirm style of input. I really, really hate that style of input because it slows the game down considerably. I know the reason for that is that when you're trying to pick up weapons and shit, you don't accidentally press stuff and other things, but I still hate it. I hate it so much. Fable was the first game I saw that had that, and I hated it back then too. I didn't even approach the... Okay, whatever. What is the grenade button? It's like my horizontal sensitivity is too high when zoomed in, somehow. I don't know. I wish I could adjust, like, based on how far away an enemy is, I can adjust how sensitive it is. Because, like, the difference of, like, an enemy being in front of me, yeah, that's an acceptable amount. But if an enemy's, like, across the room, me moving my thing slightly, like, it's real irritating. Captain Lasky has been safely ejected from the story. I'm sure I'll find him dead in a ditch somewhere, and or he'll show up at the last second later in the campaign to save my life. What? I know the Infinity wasn't the most compelling of hero ships in the universe, but I still liked it. I would have liked to have spent a little bit more time on it before it blew up. Like, they tore through the top of it like it was fucking cardboard. Okay, am I gonna get to go through one of these doors, or do I just have to stand here until the fucking thing is done? Because I'll be honest, I'm not actually that interested in flavor text right now. Nope, I guess I just have to wait until the fucking thing is done. Divergent gameplay. Hopefully that shotgun's actually good this time. I was able to use it semi-successfully in the multiplayer, but that's not because the gun was good. That's because I'm stubborn. Do I have to go back the way I came? No. Well, I mean, I guess I could. Ah. I can't, for the life of me, understand the purpose of some of this stuff. Is there finally gonna be a legitimate stealth fucking method in this game? It's weird that he didn't alert the rest of them when he saw me. Doesn't even have any... Okay, whatever. That pistol is both way too strong and... No, that's about it. It's just, it's too strong. That is too strong to be a starting weapon. Question. When you reload this gun, you also... Oh, shit, wrong button. You also eject all of the fucking bits with the spikes on it. What part of this gun is actually firing? Because it appears to have things like shotgun cases, but that doesn't appear to actually be how they function. Hold on. This isn't working. Okay. Oh, ew, gross. Ugh. That's a complicated UI input. Okay. You know, I'm feeling a remarkable amount of disassociation for what I'm supposed to be doing here. I don't have any clear goal or objective, really. I guess if I... Yeah, okay, fine. Whatever. The optimistic part of my brain would make references to Marathon, but I know that's not... that would be disingenuous. Because Marathon is just... it's untouchable. They even, like, enter the room in the same way that fucking, the Cabal do. And, like, all these ramps... and, like, the weird, like, pseudo-sleek, gray-ish architecture. It's weird. Oh, I noticed they still have those terrible fucking looking Halo 5 turrets. Again, I have to reiterate my argument of Halo 343 hasn't really learned anything about art style differences since Halo 5. They've just learned not to make it so obvious. They're still making their weird-ass Halo 5 designs, they're just toning it down slightly in its fucking apparent, like, all the same shit's still there, they've just added stuff from some of the older games to fucking even it out a little bit. But it's not like they're going back to those art styles, they're just disguising their own shit a little bit more. I disagree. Given that I just fired this gun. I really don't like that fucking grenade switch button. Oh, is that just an insta-kill? Ah, there's that stupid-ass Z fighting. Look at it. Look at those textures trying to kill themselves. I noticed that in the fucking beta however many months ago. It's still here. It's still just as fucking terrible. By the way, I hate the way this turret looks. Like, I actually despise it. I think it looks like garbage. That animation is so... What is with the animation in this game? It all looks so bizarre. It's like... the over-exaggerated... Okay, go pull up the intro to fucking, ODST. When Romeo is swinging the sniper rifle going, what the hell am I supposed to do with this inside a Covenant ship? That's what all of the animation in this game looks like. It's super overdone and cartoonish. It's weird. Wait, is he dead? Wait, what happened? What happened between what then and now? Is he dead? Can I please get some context for what's happening? This is worse than Halo 4, where in Halo 4 it was like a hard reset. But this is, like, even worse, because it's a hard reset, and also I was asleep for the first chapter. What is happening here now?
We have an
Also, what is the purpose of this room?
We need to get out of here.
Like, what is... I don't... Why?
These pelicans nearly on board and
Wow, that is, like, aggressive. Okay, why are the brutes so easy to kill? This is, like... They're easier to kill than they were in fucking Halo, 3. Is this because it's a Far Cry game now? I don't understand any of this. This all seems so pointless. Like, these enemies feel as easy to kill as the jobber enemies in Destiny do. Which makes me only assume we're gonna get, like, Destiny-style bullet sponge mini-bosses. I mean, there's fucking, like, Star Wars-y ammo containers everywhere. This feels like the kind of non-essential environment that exists in sandboxy games where the vast majority...
scuttle the ship.
Why don't we instead take this ship and then just vent the atmosphere in all of the fucking other parts of the ship so that...
There are cooling pipes.
You know what? I don't even care. Also, this is very similar to a thing in Warframe. It looks like they've made it so you can easily kill these guys with basically any weapon, which is not how the Halo sandbox is supposed to work. The Halo sandbox is supposed to work where certain weapons are more effective against certain things, so that you use certain combinations of weapons to make enemies easier to deal with. Like an overcharged plasma pistol, or using plasma rifles on shielded opponents, and then hitting them with projectile weapons. Or using the MA5B to lock down opponents in place while you move to a closer or better position. There's a reason why running up to enemies while you're using the assault rifle used to be so effective. It's not anymore, because people apparently forgot what that weapon's supposed to do. I've said it before, I don't like the weapon sandbox in Halo Infinite. And considering that I've yet to see anything from outside of the beta thus far, or quote-unquote beta, it's actually just a games demo, I'm pissed off. I don't think I've ever been burnt out on a video game at launch before. That's never happened. Even Halo 5 took me a while to get kind of tired of. And that game barely had anything at launch. What caliber pistol is this? Never mind the fact that all guns have to be made bigger for the Master Chief's enormous fingers. That was something that actually I liked about the Halo 1 pistol, is that it's fucking enormous, because of course it is. The Master Chief's hands are fucking enormous, so it makes sense that the pistol he's using would also be enormous. Why would cooling manifolds for whatever engine system the ship has be in the fucking bridge? That doesn't make even a little bit of sense. Shit, wrong button.
Nothing seemed to happen.
I'm not done yet.
Well, hurry. I can see them. Brutes. The little things. All waiting.
In what world would you not know what grunts are? We've been fighting them for the better part of 50 years. Shit. I'm almost out of ammo. Question. I want one of those... Yeah, this. Why does this have UNSC ammo in it? Oh, I guess that... Oh, weird. That is a little bizarre. Okay. I'll just pretend we exist in a world where that made sense.
Get ready.
Okay. Fire up those engines, Chief. Maybe we'll survive.
This is stupid. Oh my god, was that a fucking must have been my imagination? Was that the fucking Halo equivalent of must have been the wind? God damn it. Oh, I guess the enemies lose aggro real fucking quick then. Yeah, I know what these buttons do, despite having no clear interface of any kind. Or not interface, yeah, whatever.
The Spartan. No. Something better. The Master Chief returns. We thought you dead.
Is that the same voice actor who played Gaul?
And here you stand.
Why is Atriox dead? Is he dead? That's weird.
You this sea.
He was in like 2 seconds of this. He barely featured in Halo Wars. This is the same thing they did to Julam Dama. At least he got screen time.
Destroy this crafty
I actually kind of like Julam Dama as like weirdo Covenant terrorist leader. If they handled it better, it would have been a lot more compelling.
pursue you wherever you run.
The Brutes look so fucking weird. Like, they can't decide how they look.
No.
Well, he knows you. He knows all about you. You need to hurry. Get back here. I don't know.
I liked the Brute armor in Halo 3 a lot. What's this? Okay, the question is this a real, like, Metroid section, or is this a fake Metroid section that's just for funsies? Okay, what is actually the deal with this? Did I miss something? Like some promotional material? It wouldn't be the first time they've hid bullshit promotional stuff, like lore elements in promotional material. I mean, that's basically what all of Halo 5 was. That work? Not the way it was supposed to, apparently. Huh. Oh my god, this feels just like a fucking Destiny level. I don't know if that's good or not, because Destiny at least is competent enough to make a video game that works. And is at least vaguely interesting. But yeah, this feels exactly like Destiny. I mean, the UI is even pretty similar.
What was that? He felt bad. Even the banished seem freed. We are running out of time.
This is stupid.
Charging.
Like, this is aggressively dumb.
It's gonna be close. Too close.
Yeah, don't do that. It doesn't look like up there is the right idea. Okay. Punch. Okay.
Okay, so 90 seconds till full charge. I hope this place holds together that long. Charge faster.
Shit. Wrong button. I feel like this kind of excitement, quote unquote, is unearned. Yay, I love Halo 4. What is... Great. Am I gonna get a metal object slamming into my face and then a flashback to when this game actually begins? You know why most people don't do in media res? Because it's a shitty way to start your fucking scene.
Chief, you still with me?
Unfortunately.
Okay, give me a second. I'm coming to get you.
Do I have that chin tap thing inside my helmet that lets me ping people who are in my party? He has that in the books.
Welcome back, Chief.
Oh hey, you still have some of your boxes. I think your screwdriver is missing though. I wonder if the grappling hook is in the game because of Titanfall or Red vs. Blue. Difficult to say. It's probably Titanfall. Gotta say, I am remarkably unimpressed with this. I don't know if that's just because I'm bitter, or if it's actually not impressive. I'm not difficult to please. In fact, I'm remarkably easy to please. I am amused by games that are objectively terrible. What happened to Roland?
Near field perimeter scan. Status.
Wouldn't it be way more than that? Or is it just not counting?
The chief lives. Atriox assured us of his death. Are you not angered? No. I feel invigorated. You promised us revenge, superiority, renewal. He threatens everything. Do you question mine?
Okay, why is Atriox dead? Was he just an idiot and he stayed on the Infinity while it blew up?
His fault that we are stuck here. The banished will never bow to anyone again. Not the Covenant. Not the Prophets.
Oh, hey, dead prophets. You know, a weapon like that's not actually as useful as you think it is.
This ring will be operational. Please. There. You will have your revenge.
What is with these? Like, this feels like Gaul talking to what's-his-face.
Follow, Spartan, from a distance. I want to know everything about him.
You know when Halo 4 came out and 343 got a bunch of ex-BioWare developers, and the Master Chief just so happened to receive a vision about an ancient alien threat, and he tapped and talked to his commanding officers who didn't believe him, so he went rogue, and he turned it out to be right, and he stopped a big alien spaceship that looked like a bug, and it just was a big coincidence.
We're done, right, Chief?
I'm getting a lot of that feeling here, where a bunch of ex-Bungie developers have joined 343, and we're getting
What is it you're searching for?
thrown off a building, all our fucking equipment and powers are gone, and our allies are dead, but we can, you know,
We need to go home.
operate from the shadows and strike back and take back our whatevers.
Do it.
I'm getting a lot of that feeling here.
Are you kidding me? Why would we go down there?
Does he have a name?
Banished plan to wipe us out. All of us.
And what? You think we can?
Of course they use Echo 216 because it's phonetically similar to Echo 419. In such a way that you will easily confuse them in your brain and say say Echo 419 by accident.
We need help, not heroics.
Is it heroic if the only person you're saving is yourself?
Protect humanity, whatever the cost.
I can't be the only.
I mean, you're basically dead already, dude.
What is it? What's down there?
I can feel the death radiating off of you. Your life has an expiration date.
What is wrong with you? Remind me to never pick up his parts. This is a terrible idea. They're coming for us. All of them.
That controller is vibrating like crazy. You know, if they weren't gonna make the Phantoms look the way they did before, I would have preferred them just look like just be a different vehicle. Okay, where even am I? What are we doing? Like, sorry. I'm a bit switched around. The buttons on this controller are in different spots than they are in the Xbox One controller. Yeah, what the fuck are we doing? Like, this game is moving at a mile a minute, like it's in a real big fucking hurry to get somewhere. But it's like, I don't even know what we're doing. There's no context for any of this. Also, how is that guy standing? We appear to just be in the middle of nowhere space. Is there an atmosphere here? Is there not? Like, what's going on? Again, I'm not impressed with what's happening right now. I mean, yeah, it's all very shiny, ooh-ah, but it just feels like I'm playing Destiny. I've been dropped in a level while someone talks to me. I've got a vague idea of what's happening and which direction I need to be walking in. My complaining will probably die down sometime around hour 3. Unless stupid shit continues to happen. In which case, it will only exacerbate as this game continues forward. This looks like the Vault of Glass, for fuck's sake.
Careful, Chief. Another dropship on your location.
I keep pressing in on the stick to fucking zoom, because I keep forgetting that I have it on the trigger. What? Oh, shut up.
I see an entry point in the wall ahead.
Actually, most of the rings are exactly the same.
Then we can go, right?
Is the character arc for this guy going to be that he's like, I just want to leave, fuck it, and then he decides, no, I have to sacrifice myself heroically later for the greater good. Even though there doesn't appear to be a greater good. In fact, there's no context for any of this. I noticed their solution to the Forerunner architecture not being consistent with the previous games is just to make everything darker. Everything still actually looks the same as it did in Halo 4 and 5, it's just lit differently now. We still got floating shit everywhere. We still got, like, weird-ass, inconsistent geometry. It's just darker now, because the Halo 1 was darker. Because Halo 1 was darker. You got the impression that everything was just kind of turned off in Halo 1. And that's the reason why, it was the way that it was. Like, you're going into, like, a store with all the lights off. Like, you weren't supposed to be here. But everything's broken here. So I guess that just means that it's floating and I don't know. I've said it multiple times that I hate it when people defend something for being par. Like, you don't get credit for fucking everything being, like, standard. And from what I can tell, Halo Infinite just appears to be returned to it's a functional game with, you know, the default amount of, like, shit in it. Not, like, they're not... Like, it's an improvement over Halo 5 only because Halo 5 was a massive step backwards. Not because, you know, they're actually doing better in terms of, like, moving forward from where the previous Halo games were. I mean, Halo Reach was fucking... Like, Halo 4, I think, actually, is probably still going to be the best one that 343's done. Because Halo 4 actually was an improvement over Reach in a lot of ways. It just wasn't artistically. But I think Halo 4's story is probably better than Halo Reach's, because Halo Reach's story is nonsensical. and is only there for fucking theatrical appeal. Like, nothing you do in Halo Reach actually makes any sense. I really wish I got to keep those UNSC weapons a lot longer. I don't like the Covenant weapons in this game. Anyway, also, everything works on an ammo system now, not a battery system. So, there's no point in fucking, like, dropping your Covenant weapons for better Covenant weapons, because they all just get their ammo back anyway, so why bother? Oh, this is all so stupid. I'm gonna go up there, and Cortana will be fucking dead. Look, it's the Halo 3 door. Woo. Like, they're putting stuff in for the sake of, hey, we turned it back to the way it was, stop yelling at us, not because they actually appreciate it being better than the alternative they designed. Like I said, they lack sincerity. And you can tell that from the fact that they consistently fuck up everything that we don't tell them is bad. If we allow them to work, like Halo 4, when they got no input and they were just working off like the continuation of like the Halo Reach engine and shit, was actually pretty good. Halo 4 is a solid game, and it launched with pretty much everything in it. And then Spartan Ops was a not necessary, but it was a nice add-on to the game that gave it a little bit more extra content. And with a bit of tweaking, it would have been like, you know, more impressive. Like, I'm not personally under the opinion that every Halo game needs to have a big firefight mode. I don't care about firefight that much. I thought it was novel in ODST, and I mostly only used it in Halo Reach for fucking challenge points and, like, to get credits and shit. I didn't play it a whole bunch just to play firefight. I'm not enamored by the prospect of Horde mode, because Gears of War always did it so much better. And the firefight in Halo was always kind of anemic and clunky. Is it just me, or are these AI really, really dumb? Like, that's not just me, right? They are actually stupider. Anyway. But yeah, 343, their first attempt was probably the best one. I mean, yeah, Halo 4 I don't think is better than Halo 3 in terms of its fucking, like, gameplay and, presentation, but I think it was definitely better than fucking 5 and what I've played of this so far. Because this is, like, anti-engagement. It feels like I'm playing Destiny 1 on easy mode. Like, we've got these giant fucking open rooms, but enemy placement is terrible. They don't appear to be making any use of the environment. They are dumb as rocks. Like, maybe this is just an extended tutorial, which is why everything feels so mashed together. It's like, maybe this entire section is the equivalent of fucking the Pillar of Autumn or Cairo Station or something. But I don't buy that for a second. What? Oh, it's those weird-ass portal thing, or not portal things, those storage things from fucking Halo Legends. But really big. Okay, whatever. I think this game's gonna have the same problem that Gears of War 5 had.
I don't.
Great. I hope this weapon of yours is worth the risk.
This isn't a control room. Stop lying to me.
Too many. We're running up.
Hi, fake Cortana.
It's been 6 months. Where have you been?
What happened? Where is Cortana?
The rogue AI known as Cortana is gone. She's been
Without a single appearance in the game.
By you?
Theoretically.
Of course not. Did you hit your head or something? Don't you remember? My instructions were to enter this installation, imitate Cortana, and lock her down for retrieval. Yours were to take her back to
She sounds like fucking Sarah Michelle Gellar so much. It makes me feel that they literally just binge-watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer before fucking writing the script. She's doing the Joss Whedon, like, talk thing.
Still here.
Good.
Good. My programming failed. I'm not supposed to.
What is even the point of you?
To delete me.
No.
No.
You're my new digital waifu, because we have to do Halo 1 again, but worse this time.
My mission is over.
We have a new one. The Banished are planning to fire this ring. We need to make sure they don't.
First of all, what's a banished?
Oh my god.
Second,
I hate all of this. I hate this all so much. Oh my god. I'm so upset.
Impossible. And third, to fire this ring, Cortana had the index. I had parts of it as well.
Something stopped your deletion.
This ring also should have an index, unless you blew up the library somehow.
The mission's changed.
What is the point of this room? Is this just a set piece to make this scene more dramatic? Like, this has been the most linear Halo experience I've ever had so far. I'm guessing they're doing this to try and create a contrast when I finally get to actually just make it a fucking cutscene. Oh my god, I don't need to press the button to put the chip in my fucking skull. Just make it a cutscene. I don't care. Stop giving me false interactivity. Just make it a goddamn cutscene.
Did you do that?
No, removing me triggered a response from the ring.
This game is spoon-feeding me shit I don't care about. Oh my god, I don't care. I don't care about any of this.
How would you live your life differently?
I didn't think that Halo Infinite was going to be the one to make me miserable this year.
That voice. It's Cortana's.
Oh, we're on a Halo 2 gondola. Sick.
What did you say?
What? It's
Just Dust and Echo. You know, if Dust and Echoes were here, I think I would be having a much better time. I long for the company of Dust and Echoes. He's been missing since Halo 4. I'm not sure what happened to him. I've got a sneaking suspicion that me and Dust and Echoes will be able to have a timely reunion sometime during late May of 2022.
There is one subject I find myself hoping does live through this. He is perfectly suited for what is coming.
Why does she sound so old in this flashback? I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be fucking talking about the augmentation process. Why are we doing BioShock? Oh god. Oh, I hate this. I hate this. This is so stupid. Oh my god, this is so dumb. Oh. Why? Why are we doing this?
There's something up ahead.
They turned Halo into a stupid Hollywood movie. Not a good one. Like a bad one. Like Prometheus. Ugh. I didn't like that shit when they were doing it in Halo 3. At least it doesn't stop your fucking character this time. Although it does lock you into a room until you fucking acknowledge that it's happening, so... that's not much better.
Worse than I imagined.
You can smell them.
Well, an array of sensors in your armor can, and I am.
Oh, I hate that kind of dialogue.
Smell fine, by the way.
Am I playing a Marvel movie? I wish the jackals didn't speak. I've never played a Halo game in which I hate every single weapon I've picked up.
Over there.
That's an accomplishment.
The bridge is out.
Yes, it is. Maybe there's a way to power it back up nearby.
Is this a terminal? Oh no, it's a multiplayer mechanic. Cool. Cool. Why do I feel like I'm... Oh my god, all of you shut up. I have enough voices talking in my head in real life.
Is it safe?
No.
I think so. Yes. It's safe.
I don't like anything about this game. Let's do the Halo Legends thing. Is she gonna shoot a ball of electricity at me? In what might be one of the most confusing visual sections that's ever existed in the Halo universe? In which Cortana appears to possess physicality for like a fraction of a second just from being super, super focused? Yeah, I don't get it either. Although, Halo Legends is one of my favorite... Oh my god, we're gonna rebuild Cortana from a bunch of stupid bullshit. They turned Cortana into a collectible! Oh my god, why?
And more numerous every day. What I am about to show you will help turn the tide of war. I have been working.
Question. Why do you look so old already?
Are you ready?
Yes, Dr. Halsey.
Is the Master Chief a schizophrenic?
Unlike
That's not what Cortana looked like in Halo 1.
between your mind and the suit. Directly
A, the books explicitly comment on the fact that Cortana is naked and chooses to be naked in order to freak people out. B, she was translucent. And C, that's just straight up not what she looked like. I mean, it vaguely looks like she's got the Makoto Kusanagi haircut, but it's like, it was way shorter than that in Halo 1. Her hair was like, it was really close to being a crew cut in the first game. She also had green and red lines on her fucking thing. Halo 1 Cortana is my favorite version of Cortana. Kinda sucks they're not actually sticking to that design here. Like, she was bordering on transparent in the first game. Also, if I remember correctly, he never actually gets to see Cortana until fucking a lot later, because the vast majority of the time that he and Cortana are interacting, she's either in his suit or in a ship nearby. And she isn't able to do that hologram shit off of the goddamn chip until, I think, after Halo 2. Because the reason why she's able to do that is because she gets a new chip between Halo 1 and 2, which has the ability to project itself. She gets that ability to jump between things using his armor systems because he gets a new set of armor. The Mark V armor doesn't have that capability, which is why whenever she has to move around in Halo 1, he has to physically move her between locations. Whereas in Halo 2, she can kind of just jump around outside of his armor just by touching the exterior of it, because his armor is more sophisticated. In Halo 4, apparently they forgot that he could do that, because he still needs to physically remove her from location to location, which is dumb, and probably the reason she died, quote-unquote, because, you know, apparently people aren't allowed to actually die in this series, or if they are, they die way too fucking soon, and we don't get to establish their character at all. I kept talking about how Halo 3 doesn't actually need a remaster. I would have taken a Halo 3 remaster over a new Halo game, to be honest.
We need a route out of here.
Like, if the MCC was just every single Halo game rebuilt from the ground up, I would have been perfectly okay with that. Shut up and just do it. You don't need to tell me that you're doing it. I put you in the fucking console.
We've got company, Chief. Meet me at the plinth up ahead.
I'll walk in this straight line. Okay, question. What were those grunts doing on that recessed platform? Is the answer waiting for me to walk across it so they could ambush me? Yep. There was no reason for them to actually be there. Because why would they be there? Why would the Covenant know I'm here at all? Are they tracking me? Did they put a fucking thing on my armor? Who fucking knows? Who fucking cares? The developers don't care. In Half-Life, the enemies track you because they're actually tracking you. Unless the Covenant just spend their days hiding in holes for no reason. They really like it. It's enriching to the soul. Sorry, the Banished, or whatever. Despite the fact that they voluntarily went into exile, so I'm not sure why they call themselves that. They're not even really banished, they're just pirates. I love the Fallen. It was already a marathon reference, why don't we just go full circle? Fuck it. Nothing matters anymore. This game just serves to show me that Marathon is never going to get remade or ported to anything. Do I have to... No? Okay. I would have killed people for a fucking Marathon remake. On, like, Unreal 4 or something. Wait, is it 5 now? I think it's 4.
Wow, you got here fast. Not the type to waste any time, huh?
It was, like, less than 100 meters. Do we need a cutscene for this fucking button press? Again, what were those grunts doing? Despite having all of these enhanced movement options, it appears that just shooting them is a much more effective solution than running around like a goddamn maniac using a grappling hook. It's almost like when you have more options, you have less options because you feel like you need to incorporate them all somehow, when just walking slowly up a ramp and shooting people with a gun is the most effective solution every single fucking time. Because they can't figure out a way to actually make these things usable. Like having insurmountable terrain that I'm required to fucking traverse with the grappling hook or whatever. Even when we were doing that escape sequence earlier, I still had to fucking, like, I still was just running and jumping with normal speed. I wasn't even sprinting. Like, eh. Like, look, this would be a great time to use the grappling hook, but they made a convenient stepladder for me to just walk over it. Are you holding a pistol? I guess. This is all oh, hey, what's up? Oh, I thought that was a sniper rifle. You're way less threatening now. Is that a fucking torque bow? You bastards. That's just a goddamn torque bow.
Oh no.
What's wrong?
This gravity lift should be powered up.
Can I have that?
We need to find a way to bring it back online.
Oh no, it was a skewer. They just have a weird ass fucking sight on it now for some reason.
It's called a power seed.
I hate you. I hate you and I hate everything that's happening.
All space, all time.
Woo. What? Why are you dead?
How is that a Spartan? We need to find out what happened.
Yeah, God forbid I just walk up on this scene and fucking figure shit out for myself. Hello, Theodore, Mr. Screwdriverman. Oh, did they get rid of your screwdriver? That's unfortunate. Why is this apart from your fucking
She
suit?
was carrying an enhanced shield module.
Oh wait, you're someone else. You're not Theodore.
Let's see what I can find out about her. Accessing.
Question.
This is Spartan Bonita's consciousness.
Ah.
Her vitals have been offline for nearly a month.
Okay, so the Covenant clearly did not come through this way on their way to fighting me because everyone is still here and the body is not defiled. Question. What killed this Spartan? She doesn't appear to actually have any external wounds or breaches in her suit. She's just kind of like vaguely scorched. I like how we don't even get like any additional context. It's just, oh, she's dead. Cool. Thanks for the stuff. Like, no comments on like we should send, after this is all over, we'll send people back for her body, or Like, I wonder what a Spartan's doing all the way out here, you know, etc. Whatever. Fucking. Ugh. You know, I turned off those speed lines in the menu, and yet for some reason they continue to happen. Almost like this game doesn't acknowledge the fact that I'm trying to fucking modify the settings for my own use. Just... Man, I can feel how limited all of the fucking, like, this game feels like it's not going to introduce any new mechanics as the game goes forward. Like, no new weapon. Okay, the original Halo games did not give you access to, like, every weapon in the first level. The only weapons that appear in the first level are the fucking plasma rifle, plasma pistol, and assault rifle, if I remember correctly. And the plasma and human grenades. That's it. Those are the only weapons that appear in the first level. The next level introduces you to the sniper rifle and the needler. The level after that, actually, I don't know, I think Truth and Reconciliation doesn't introduce any. Oh, the level after that introduces you to active camo. It also introduces you to new enemy types, like hunters and invisible elites. The level after that, which is Silent Cartographer, introduces you to the rocket launcher. Level after that introduces you to tanks and fucking, like, some more stuff, like the Banshee. Guilty Spark introduces you to the Flood and the shotgun, and, like, they continue adding stuff for the most part until, like, the game is over. Oh, also, Halo, I guess, introduced you to the sniper rifle. I said that already. The point is, I've seen nearly every single weapon so far. The only ones I haven't seen are the fucking sniper rifle and the goddamn rocket launcher. I've seen everything else in this so far. I haven't seen the dynamo grenades, but pretty much everything else. It's like, why?
Drawing power from the ring. Well, it was. The seed is missing.
Man, you know what I love? That puzzle in Dead Space where you have to go pick up a battery and just put it in the battery receptacle, and just all it does is slow down you leaving a room by about 5 minutes. That's my favorite part of Dead Space.
What are these things?
Genetic repositories. Forerunners.
Yeah, why are they so big?
How do you know this?
I was stuck in that room for 6 months, surrounded by them. Let's just say they talk a lot. That should do it. Let's get back to the elevator.
This is Combat Medic, Lucas Browning. If you find this, you need to understand. They forced me to help them with it. Whatever it is. I brought it up from whatever's below. When it opens,
Yeah, let's go fight that Borderlands enemy.
something different. I've never seen anything like it.
What did that accomplish? Nothing. We got some flavor text we would have gotten anyway. Fucking...
Forerunner. It identifies as vanished.
No shit.
In my sleep? Not that I
It's a
sleep.
fucking elevator. Jesus
What a
Christ.
attitude.
Yeah, someone's trying to impersonate fucking Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Incoming.
But what if it's a friend?
It's a brute. I can see that it's a brute. Oh yay, time for a mini boss.
Escherum's orders are that you should be brought before him. He did not specify in how many pieces.
Why are you hefting that around like it's heavy? This is Destiny. I'm playing Destiny. I'm playing Destiny right now. This is Destiny. I am fighting the Cabal. This is Destiny. God damn it. This is Destiny. Look, those are the fucking warlocks, or not the warlocks, the psychic ones that throw those fucking rift things at you that take your shields off, that are clearly just jackals. I am playing Destiny right now. This is fucking stupid. I have never been less enthusiastic for a fucking game. God damn it. Like, if it was gonna be Destiny, I would have preferred it just actually be a new Destiny. Because then I could at least complain that the new Destiny is, like, whatever. It's Destiny. It's just, literally, I'm fighting the Cabal right now. God damn it. This sucks. Like, this is actually just fucking garbage. Because the AI isn't any smarter. Ugh. This feels gross. Like, they're not any smarter, so why should I fucking... Ugh.
You were right. He was not friendly.
Oh my god, shut the
And he
fuck
was
up.
Some sort of leader. They called him Tremonius.
Yeah, I could read the subtitle.
That's almost funny.
Really isn't.
I repeat.
Sierra 117. Understood.
I've been trying to reach you. You vanished. I thought I was on my... Okay, I got your location. On my way. Be ready.
Chief, I lost your signal. Chief! Why are there so many Star Wars quotes in the fucking, tooltips? Like, Halo 5 had a bunch of weird-ass, like, media quotes as well, but this one also has them. They're just way more obvious in this one. They have nothing to do with the tooltip most of the time. The ones in Halo 5 were always, like, they applied to whatever tooltip they were giving you. This one just appears to be vaguely connected in terms of, like...
Another Silex. But this one's open. What do you think was in it?
Another problem.
Why so cynical? It might be something good.
Trust me, it won't be.
Yeah, hidden. Ugh. Time to fight the Borderlands. Or maybe later. I don't care. I have, like, zero interest in whatever's happening. I have no context for anything. Nothing interesting has happened in the story so far. Ugh, this sucks. I need to move that controller. It's in the way of my fucking...
Over there.
Look, it's a reused asset. Ha 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 hoo hoo ha 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 ha. If I have to find another fucking seed for this stupid shit.
Just give me a
Question: why does the rest of the room get dark when she appears on screen?
So Tremonius has fallen. A victim of the Master Chief's might. Do not
Why are they making this seem
best of the
like I've known these characters for an entire fucking game? This feels like I'm coming in the last act of a game that's been going on for like 30 or 40 hours. Like I'm playing disc 4 of a fucking 4-disc or like a 5-disc RPG.
inspires admirable
Like if I jumped into Final Fantasy VII on the 3rd disc or something.
misplaced. I want you to know my name too.
You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me a lot of that guy in Warframe who, when you're mousing over his mission on the planet map, he screams at you about how it's like, oh, you'll meet your end here, and then you go in and pop him in like 30 seconds. That's what this feels like. This feels like me playing Warframe after I haven't played it for a few months, so a bunch of the world is different now. But the game itself hasn't really gotten any better. Like, oh hey, I can go to, like, you know, Fortuna, and there's some extra endgame content I can play now, but the game itself hasn't really improved at all.
You're gonna need to clear me somewhere to land.
Incoming.
Man, I don't even care. Shut up. They're name-dropping a character I was introduced to and killed within fucking 10 minutes. This game is just so fucking lame. It's like the sound that deflating balloon makes while it's deflating. Like, if I just stand here, there's a remarkable emphasis on the nothing that's happening. It's not even particularly, like, atmospheric. I'm just kind of standing here in this very linear, small area with nothing in it. There's a few enemies that are failing to shoot at me. I can just lazily sort of walk slightly to the side and most of what they'll shoot at me will miss. Even when they hit me, it doesn't really appear to do a whole lot. I don't even have to really aim at them when I fire, because my gun has an absurd level of magnetism. And just sort of step to the left. The enemies also appear to be respawning. I don't like this game. This sucks. Also, this looks worse than fucking a lot of games that came out. Like, this looks worse than Battlefront 2 currently looks, and looked at launch. And that game's running on, like, 5-6-year-old equipment. Or, software. Like, I know this game was made for newer hardware, but that only means that it should run better on the old hardware, I think. Maybe. Like, this environment is so static and Destiny-like. One of my big annoyances in Destiny is that the worlds feel super fucking, like, fixed and plasticky. Because you can't really do anything to them or in them. They're just there for you to walk through. What was it, my rule? I can't respect a game that has infinitely respawning enemies. Or just respawning enemies fucking within instances in general. Cool. Great. Oh god, there's a fucking loading screen now between respawns. Oh, Jesus Christ. Cool. This game just got a lot worse. You know, in the other games, when I do that, the grunts eventually run away. Yeah, that aiming's not great. Thank you, airburst timers. They take, like, no damage anywhere from other than their heads. That's really annoying. This is the Gears 5 problem of the game wants you to get headshots with every single fucking weapon, so they made it so that the enemies really only take damage in their heads. And now to walk back and find more ammo. You know, for a guy who's like, man, I want to fucking take this guy out, it's gonna be a glorious hunt, you seem to be doing remarkably little actual fighting me yourself. You're just kind of telling a bunch of grunts to do it. That's cool, I guess. I'm sure I'll have a very long and annoying boss fight with you later. Oh, hey, sniper rifle, and a really badly clipping marine with no pupils, or just closed eyelids that are rendered really poorly. I don't... What is... Whatever. This is dumb. Also, so much for fucking open world exploration. This is like the most linear a Halo game has ever been. Ever. What? Oh, yeah, what did I say? You get to see, like, all of the fucking weapons right away. Remind me again why the Master Chief can only carry, like, 2 fucking guns. Has there ever been a good reason for that? Why are the grunts so gung-ho all of a sudden? shit. Is there an intended way to get up there? Because I'm not seeing, like, any cover or anything. This dialogue is embarrassing. Jeez. This feels like something I would have written when I was 12. Oh my god, shut up. Why are people raving about this again? Like, everyone I've talked to is like, oh man, that multiplayer launch was rough, but the fucking campaign is so much better. Yeah, I'm not sold.
That's the last of them.
Is it safe?
Is anything?
Oh my god.
Be safe for your friend to land.
I need a drink.
Let me see. The Banished are using a modification of the Covenant's BattleNet protocol. Easy to push through, and done.
I'm glad I don't have work tomorrow, so I can just play this and establish a firm opinion of how I feel about it. Is that world not loaded in the background, or is it supposed to look like that? No, shut up. You don't get to play the theme right now. Nothing's happening. Also, the texture on that looks really bad. What the hell? Okay, now it looks a little better. Why does it have, like, no weathering on it at all? It's, like, aggressively clean.
Solid ground.
Oh my god, are we watching a Saturday morning cartoon?
We can go. Did you find the weapon you were looking for? Can we go? What the? Cortana. Gee,
Oh my god.
this is all her fault.
This was written by children.
Tell him.
But it's classified.
This was written by children! Oh my god, I'm somehow playing The Last Jedi.
Installation security to trap Cortana for deletion.
Jesus Christ.
You're a threat. And now she's going to help us.
Oh my god. Oh.
I think I'm with you. I didn't even know what a Banished was an hour ago. And
I hate this.
the odds aren't great.
Yes. Yes, you should listen to her. You're gonna get us all killed.
This is fascinating. You're trying to survive. But I was programmed to die.
Really? One person with a death wish wasn't enough.
No, I was just figuring what I'm supposed to... Wait. I'm picking up a UNSC distress signal.
Location.
The source is 4 kilometers from here. Here is the distress signal's point of origin. This is our current location. This was, until 2 minutes ago, a Banished forward operating base. I say was because now it's ours.
I mean, it's not ours. We have no ability to hold this sector. They're just gonna move back in 5 seconds after we leave. Because why would they let us have cleared this?
Well, pause.
Because if they take it again, then we have nowhere to retreat to if we have to fall back. Why would they let us keep this location? It's not like we are any threat to them.
Let's go.
Let's go. What? There? me impossible.